The inquiry into the powers afforded to the President in the Constitution and how he exercises such powers were brought to the fore into the inquiry into the decision to place Minister Mchunu on a leave of absence, pending the finalization of what is now known as the Madlanga Commission. Counsel on behalf of former President Jacob Zuma, however, argues that the President does not have such powers and further charged that the past has shown that Commission's outcomes have not made a difference in the President's appointments.
You will remember that what we say is that Minister Mantashe, there's also a former Minister Zizi Kodwa and Deputy Minister Mahlobo. Those ministers were all fingered and got adverse findings against them in the Zondo Commission. You'll find the summary of the findings made in the Zondo Commission. I won't go there. It's 015-275, Justices. Those are the extracts from the Zondo Commission about those ministers. And you'll find in the pleadings, you'll find this, what I'm talking about, at 015-238, paragraphs 72.4 to 72.6. And in a nutshell, this is what we say in that. We know that this president, not somebody else, this very president, faced with adverse outcomes of a commission of inquiry, still appointed those people.
Counsel on behalf of the President, however, argued that this is irrelevant to the court's inquiry, highlighting that it is necessary for the President to be informed before he takes a decision that is rational, as the Constitution demands this.
Otherwise, he would also be unable to protect the cabinet. All that will be required is for his opponents to make wild and serious allegations against his cabinet ministers, and he must dismiss them all without putting in place a process to determine whether, in fact, a dismissal is a constitutional outcome, indicated outcome. So we submit there is an implied power.
Meanwhile, counsel on behalf of Mchunu read out a paragraph from Mchunu's affidavit, which affirms that the President placed him on a leave of absence with his blessing.
What I must also be clear about is that when the President told me that he proposed to place me on leave of absence, I agreed with the course of action. It is therefore incorrect for the applicants to insinuate that I was coercively placed on leave, that is, involuntarily or against my will.
Judgment was reserved. Kani Mapanga, SABC News, Pretoria.